Hi, my name's Julie and I'm the Chakra Fairie. I'm so happy to be here. Welcome to my first Directions from Your Highest Self energy reading. To start off, I just want to point out this pretty tiger's eye that I have here. This is going to be your crystal for this reading. So if you have tiger's eye, maybe it's a good idea for you to work with it in your meditations, carry it in your pocket, in your purse throughout the day. It can help ground you. It can also help you with your intuition and to clear out fear from your perception, to help clear the feeling of fear. From the illusion is what I meant, not the feeling, but that's a sign. So the feeling, the illusion of fear, and to help you embrace love. So I'm gonna jump right in this morning, this evening, this afternoon, wherever you are, and I'm gonna go ahead and take three different things out of this little charm box that I put together quite a while ago, and I'm really excited today to actually use them and to be started, because I've been planning this channel for what seems like an eternity. So let's see here what we have. We have this cute little guy, cute little dude, and he's got little red cheeks. Looks like he's hiding a little bouquet of roses or some other red flower behind his back. So maybe there's a surprise that's coming from the universe, from your creator, from a surprise from your highest self, from maybe a loved one, maybe a significant other, twin flame type thing. I know I have one. My fiance is my twin flame. And I don't mean it how most mean, from toxicity and holding each other back and challenging each other in a hard way. I mean both intending to bring love, peace, passion, joy to one another's lives as well as our own. Next, I have this cute little daisy. Maybe you love daisies, or that's a sign you've been seeing them. So here's your sign for that. And as I look down, I see the letter C. Maybe that has special significance for you. Or maybe it will come together in the reading. I also have three little animals that I just got at the Del Mar Fairgrounds, the Gem Fair. An owl. Owls are very significant to me. Maybe they are to you too. I have this cute little turtle. We actually take my 2-year-old Grayson on a walk around our neighborhood all the time. And over across the creek, we cross this little bridge and we pick up rocks on the way and throw them into the creek. And a couple weeks ago, we saw a turtle. And so we've seen him about 3 or 4 times. So we have a little neighborhood turtle. So that reminds you to slow down. It reminds me of the tortoise and the hare. Just take everything step by step and you will achieve your dreams. And here is a lion. I just want to go, roar. That's what I do with Grayson all the time. You have to forgive me because I spend all day, every day with a 2-year-old. So a lot of my lingo is, geared towards him. So, okay, to get started, I'm going to pull let's just do one crystal. So we had the tiger's eye, and then we'll pull one from Connect with Crystals, which is an oracle deck that I created, 444 on the timer. And you can find this in the description box below. There's a link if you are interested in adding this to your oracle and tarot deck collections. If not, it's okay. But yeah, let's see what it has to say. So we're just going to go ahead and pull one. I'm not going to make this first reading very long. Personally, I have a lot of readers. I enjoy their hour-long videos. I know, I mean, I have a feeling not everybody does, but we will just kind of see how it goes. If you guys can comment what you like, what you don't like, just try to be kind. You know, let's focus on love, not separation. That's why we're here. And anybody who's here for fear or hate mongering and all that, you're welcome to watch. But you know, I'm just here to create a kind community who is looking to grow with love and truth, peace and joy in their hearts. So let's move on from that. So let's see, rhodonite. So the first thing that I see is compassion, emotional healer, self-worth. Balances your yin and your yang. That's yang is what I used to call my grandmother growing up on my dad's side. And so anytime in yoga and spiritual topics I hear yin and yang, I know that yang is present with me. And so, hello yang, welcome to our first reading. Unconditional love promotes well-being, self-worth, and forgiveness. And already we have our little pin guy who's got a surprise of love and rhodonite. So that's already our first little synchronicity. So that is just kind of the overall energy to this reading today. So I'm going to answer 3 questions and have an overall energy. So what should I focus on is going to be the first question that I answer. And I just saw 7:11 on the timer for my numerology people. So let's see, the first one is what should I focus on? And I'm in the middle of creating an archetype oracle deck, and so I have quite a good chunk complete. So I'm going to actually pull 4 of these cards, 1 for every question. What should I focus on? And then what should I do? Where am I going? And overall energy. Okay. Let me go ahead and think. Okay. I'm going to pull an Angel Wisdom Tarot. This is my second tarot I ever got, but the first one I chose for myself. So I do tarot readings for myself and my family a lot of times when we go to the beach. I am in northern San Diego, a nice city called Poway. Anybody is nearby, I'd love to get together and do some yoga, go for a walk on the beach, collect some seashells, do some crafting, do some painting. Got kids, get kids together. Okay. Sorry, I'm babbling. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm just going to pull, let's do 2 per card. So we're going to start with what should I focus on? And then go to what should I do? Where am I going? And the overall energy. So what should I focus on? Just 2 cards. 1 more card, please. And I don't know if I have said this in my things yet, but I identify my highest self as Annalie, A-N-A-L-I-E. And so if you hear me talk to Annalie, that's who I'm talking to. Okay, that's 2, but they came out together, so we're going to go ahead and keep it. 2, please, for the rest. What should I do? 2 cards. What should I do? Just a reminder, the rest of this reading, I'm going to be speaking from the first person. So It will sound like it's just for myself, but I want you to put 10:01 on the timer. I want you to put yourself in my shoes, okay? What should I do? What should I do? That's too many. Try that again. Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Three, where am I going? And I'm putting these upside down, and I'll move them over, and we'll do one question at a time. That's the second one for that. And overall energy. Overall energy that goes with our owl, turtle, and lion. And our cute little guy with a surprise. Our daisy and the letter C. As well as the rhodonite. Okay, so that is all of those. Set those over there out of the way. Okay. Let's go ahead and what should I focus on with the Connect with Crystals Oracle deck? What should I focus on? Just one of these. Okay, I'll take that one for this pile. This one for that pile. One for each. Where am I going in the overall energy? Just have one. And just one more for overall energy today. Oh, and we'll put these away. Okay, so let's see what we have here. And let's go ahead and also going to pull a rune card. This is, so, oh yeah, let's see. I always forget. I love when readers do this. So the Angel Wisdom Tarot is the first one. And the second one, oh wait, the first one is my own archetype deck. Then the Angel Wisdom. And then the Connect with Crystals. Okay. And next is an older deck that my fiance had. And it comes with this book. And it's the Book of Rune Cards. The Book of Rune Cards. If you have any questions about these, let me know. And it comes in a little case that looks like this. Okay. So, what should I focus on? Then, what should I do? Where am I going? And overall energy. What should I focus on? Let's say this next week. This reading is timeless. I am recording it on March 12th. Of 2026, but it can resonate whenever it's meant to for you. Second, what should I do? What should I do this next week, this next 7 days? What action should I take or not take? And for my first readings, I just want to let you know I'm not going to take like upside down. If a card comes out, I'm going to read that right side up. I've been reading for myself for a couple of years, and if you look past my other videos, I have done a couple like outside, one on the beach, one at a park, maybe a couple at home, but I didn't really feel like it was the right time to get on here. And now it's feeling right. Energy's feeling good. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're choosing you. Okay. So I don't want to make this one too long, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in. So the question, what should I focus on? Okay. So we pulled from the realm of Asgard, a Norse god, Idun, or Idun, I-D-U-N, Idun. He's the guardian of immortality, of the eternal youth, the keeper of apples. Apples may be significant here. Preservation of the spark, like the spark of the divine, vitality, renewal. So that's what I should focus on, is my vitality, my life force, my energy, my youth, my immortality, my spirit. Number 9 in Angel Wisdom Tarot, Snowflake, is enjoying the fruits of your labor, hard work that has led to a luxurious life, buying yourself something special, happily and successfully self-employed, and enjoying your solitude. Got the grapes up there, grapevines, cute little birdie. She looks happy, successful, at peace. She knows what she's doing. She can be he or she. The genders do not and will not ever matter in my readings, unless I specifically for some reason say that, but that I can see right now. So what we want to focus on is really just letting your harvest, reaping your harvest, your joy, your life, the divine spark within you. An amazing opportunity. My intention for the year is I act with no expectation. And I say that with, everything in me when I say that affirmation for the year. And at the same time, which is sort of a paradox, which is like my life, 1818, that I expect miracles, I expect blessings, I expect joy, I expect peace and love, because those are my inheritance. Repeat after me. Peace is my inheritance. Joy is my inheritance. Spiritual gifts are my inheritance. Prosperity is my inheritance. We could go on, but let's keep moving forward. Be bold, courageous, and optimistic. Now is the time to take action. Do what you're passionate about. If you're not passionate about it, if you're not obsessed with it, love it, it doesn't give you the butterflies in your soul, it's probably not for you. And 3, 5 of Swords. Oh yeah, I didn't even, so the 9 of Pentacles, or 9 of Earth in this deck. 1 of Fire, Ace of Fire is Ace of Wands. And 5 of Swords. So here, I'm going to take the sentence that resonates here. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. Maybe you get something else out of that. Right now, for today, for this week, choose love. Choose joy. Choose your peace that you've been so diligent about embodying. Choose that and don't feel bad about it. What should I focus on? My intuition, my peace, like I just said, tranquility, my security, my ideas. If your ideas are rolling in like mine are, grab your journal, write them down, write down your dreams. Really go inward, go within. Instinctive knowledge, your brilliance. And that amethyst is protecting our peace this week. So this one is the only one I'm going to read right now. It is number 8, fertility. Let's see if I can find it here. So it's Inga's, which is, oh yeah. It's Inga's. If you know runes, you can spot it kind of on, it looks like maybe bamboo behind the leaves and that yellow flower, which that's reminding me with the green of the heart chakra and the solar plexus. So those are 2 chakras you can focus on expanding, healing, working with. All about love for yourself, forgiveness for yourself, for others. And your solar plexus, which is of course positivity, optimism, your personal power, speaking out, standing up for your truth. That's what our focus is this week moving forward. My flutter of fairies, who I love so much. Let's read this, and I'll keep this card up in case you want to see in case this sparks something in you. Fertility, new beginnings. The hero god Ingus, a butterfly emerges, still moist from the cocoon. I almost said ocean, so maybe you're a lover of the sea like me. This is how new life comes, softly, secretly, among the green shoots. So before I read this next part, I just wanted to show you something. We ordered these bonsai cuttings, and I'm seeing the green shoots, and it's reminding me of this right now for some reason. But I put them in water. I'm going to keep them there for a few weeks while it's growing its roots before we plant it. So that's pretty cool, and I'm going to leave that, I'll just leave that right there so you can see it. And then also about the butterfly emerging is we have these cocoons all around our apartment, so we just noticed this week. And the other day, my 15-year-old Evan, he pointed out to us that there was a cocoon right at the bottom of our stairs. And then there's also one right above our front door, like right outside on the patio. So that is pretty neat. And then they're also under our carport. So maybe you're noticing these cocoons as well. And that means, you know, remember your outer world reflects your inner world. And so therefore you are getting ready to transform from your caterpillar self into your butterfly. So that's awesome. This rune is akin to the moon, the intuitive part, just like our amethyst here, of our nature with its urge toward harmonizing and adjusting in the sphere of personal relationships. Fertility embodies the need to share, the yearning to be desired, a search after similarities. The completion of beginnings is what Ingus requires. It may mark a time of joyous deliverance, of new life, of a new path. A rune of great power. Drawing it means that you now have the strength to achieve completion, resolution from which comes a new beginning. Above all, completion is crucial here. It may be timely that you complete some project now. If so, make that your first priority. I'm going to stop right there. So maybe you're like me. For me, my biggest project is my archetype oracle deck. And that is one of my highest priorities but it's something I can do when Grayson, the toddler, is up and about with me. So that's something that I kind of work on all throughout the day and the evening. Anyways, that's just a reminder for you too. If there's any projects you're sitting on or working on, really channel your energy into that now, and it will be successful. Perhaps a difficult state of mind can be resolved, clarified, turned around. Drawing this rune indicates that you must first fertilize the ground for your own deliverance. All things change, and we cannot live permanently amid obstructions. The rune of fertility signals your emergence from a closed chrysalis state. As you resolve and clear away the old, you will experience a release from tension and uncertainty. You may be required to free yourself from a rut, habit, or relationship, from some deep cultural or behavioral pattern, some activity that was quite proper to the self you are leaving behind. So be kind, be gentle, be compassionate. Because there are parts of us that we don't want to bring forward into our new beginning, right? The period at or just before birth is often a dangerous one. Movement involves danger, yet movement that is timely leads out of danger. Now it is time to enter the delivery room. Another of the cycle runes, fertility counsels preparation, being centered and grounded, freeing yourself from all unwanted influence, and seeing the humor. You are indeed prepared to open yourself to the will of heaven and can await your deliverance with calm certainty. That's beautiful. Okay, so next, let's just move right along here. I'm going to move these up, make room for the next one. What should I do? What should I do? Pulling the archetype of the Irish or Celtic god Danu. Danu, that's... What should I do? Let's see what I see here. Nurture, nourish myself. Nourish those around me. Embody the earth, the figure of fertility. Tap into your ancestral gifts and trust in the infinite abundance of the divine. I tap into my ancestral gifts and I trust in the infinite abundance of the divine. Let's repeat that again. I tap into my ancestral gifts and I trust in the infinite abundance of the divine. So trust. That's what Spirit wants us to do this week. One more time. And follow your own heart rather than try to make others happy. Two of Swords. And I just did my peace and love meditation. You can find that on my channel. And I'll try to remember to link that in the description box here. But I've kind of lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I had to look at the card. So the swords that she has in front of her. Usually I see this card different in my personal readings, but my in that meditation, I did a visualization about a clear, translucent, sparkling shield of light that helps you separate yourself from your emotions. 30:03 on the timer. From other people, from situations, which goes along with this what should I do like crazy. Nurture yourself, follow your heart. If you need to at this time, the strong energy you're learning to hold on to, you're receiving, you're learning to channel into your passions and into your personal power. You can imagine these swords or that shield of light when you need to protect your peace. And remember that I am Sat, I am eternal, I am Chit, I am full of knowledge, and I am Ananda, I am blissful. Move right along, the High Priestess. So trust, nurture yourself and others, meditate and turn inward. High Priestess energy. Got Two of Swords, and you got the High Priestess. Oh, look, there's an apple that we had in What Should I Focus On? So the apple, I'm thinking beginnings right now. I'm thinking of the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve. I know it's not an apple tree, but, you know, as a kid, if you grew up in a Christian household, then, you know, apple is kind of the one you perceive, or I did anyways. This says this is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. So I'm feeling like this week is a lot about focusing, expanding our intuition, nurturing ourselves, all that good stuff. Snowflake Obsidian, I love this one. Oh, and I did notice this yin and yang on here again. Hi, yang. Yin and yang, the divine, feminine, and masculine. Maybe you have a grandmother passed on too. She's here with you today. Adaptability, clarity of sight, balance, 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 balance. Ground, get outside. I know it's end of winter around at least the U.S. Maybe you're around the world. Maybe there's snow. Maybe you're going to the beach every week like me. Balance, get outside. Take part in your passions. Clear negativity, grounding. And journey to the mountaintop. Let's see. I'm going to read this one too for you. It's Rado. Oh, yes, I see it now. So it's the R here. You can see it in the mountain, like it's basically supposed to be the path. Communication, union, reunion. Maybe there's a Kundalini awakening in your near future. The path grows steeper now. The clouds lie far below. I climb, no longer alone, and yet no longer burdened by what was left behind. My heart is filled with gratitude. Let's repeat that. My heart is filled with gratitude. One more time. My heart is filled with gratitude. This rune is concerned with communication, with the attunement of something that has two sides, two elements, and with the ultimate reunion that comes at the end of the journey, when what is above and what is below are united and of one mind. Stop right here and just say the two sides, two elements. It's bringing me back to this yin and yang, to this balance again that we've talked about in pretty much every card here. Inner worth mounts here, and at such a time you must remember that you are not intended to rely entirely upon your own power, but rather to ask what constitutes right action. Ask through prayer, through addressing your own knowing, the witness self, what I call the highest self, the teacher within, the Holy Spirit, your guide, the Creator. Not intent on movement, be content to wait. There's that tricky word, patience. I don't know about you, but we have a love-hate relationship. While you wait, keep on removing resistances. Surrender, surrender, surrender. I have been surrendering to Spirit like crazy. Trying to let my ego know I observe what's going on. I observe its wanting to protect me, and that I release it. And I surrender to Spirit. As the obstructions give way, all remorse arising from trying to make it happen, trying to force things maybe that don't fit, disappears. The journey is towards self-healing, self-change, and union. You are concerned here with nothing less than unobstructed, perfect union. But the union of heaven and earth cannot be forced. Regulate any excesses in your life. Material advantages must not weigh heavily on this journey of the self toward the self. Stand apart even from like-minded others. The notion of strength in numbers does not apply here, for this part of the journey cannot be shared. Another of the cycle runes, Rado, represents the soul's journey, here it is again, and has within it the element of joy, for the end is in sight. Do you hear that? The end is in sight. Yes, it is. Do you feel that? Because I do. The end is in sight. No longer burdened by what you've left behind, heaven above you and the earth below you unite within you to support you on your way. A simple prayer for the soul's journey is, I will to will thy will. Repeat that with me in the comments below, out loud, in your spirit, in your mind. I will to will thy will. Okay. Move right along here. There's so many synchronicities here. I'm loving it. 3727 for my numerology fans out there. The oldest Egyptian god, Nun. This is answering the question, where am I going? I want to know where I'm going, where the collective, where our flutter of fairies is headed this week. Towards the source of all channeled wisdom. That's where we're headed. Which is where? Within. We get there by meditating. We get there, which I had on one of these cards. I don't know. We get there by meditating, by going within, by enjoying the fruits of our labor. This is channeling your masculine energy, the stillness within, the infinite potential before the first day of creation. And I just want to point out, I know I'm not describing too much about my oracle deck here, this archetype oracle, but it is, what was I going to say? So it's archetypes. So it says God or goddess, and maybe you have some resistance to that because, you know, like me, you believe there's one creator. Being raised Baptist, I had a lot of resistance, and I feel in my soul that the archetypes is a path for me in teaching people that every archetype that I talk about is within me, is within you, is within your brother, your mother, your sister, your enemy, the person you don't care for on your block, your coworker who irks you every step of the way, every day. All these archetypes that I will be channeling and speaking on 3929 are within each of us, because the entire universe is within us. Everything that I need is within me. Where did I just put that? Everything I need is within me. Right over here. Everything I need is within me. Stillness. Where am I going? I'm going within, baby. Here, where we're going is celebration. 3 of Cups. This is 3 of water in this deck. Celebrating with the angels. Couple birds up there. You got the flowers blooming. It's springtime. You got some fruit trees. There's that gratitude word again. It's a time for gratitude. Close communities, chosen families, joyful announcements. Maybe there's graduations you're preparing for this summer. And I know I am. One of my stepdaughters, or bonus kids, she is getting her bachelor's degree in psychology in May, and we're so excited and so proud of her. Weddings, maybe you're pregnant, maybe someone close to you is expecting a baby. Expect miracles, expect blessings. This is where you're headed. No more pain, no more suffering. You're ready. Where are you headed? Of course, more meditation. You're going within. That's where you're going. Insights that come from meditation. The need to rest or take a vacation. You've done enough. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. Maybe you need a little more sleep. I know I do. I have a 2-year-old. I always could use some more. Where are we going? Where are we going, Flutter of Fairies? Tribe, we're headed for more insights so we can move forward and we can help others move forward. We can all get there together. We're headed toward happiness. I'm seeing sacral chakra here, sunstone, positivity. Ooh, you're a leader, just like me. Maybe you're an energy reader. I mean, we all are, but maybe that's something that you feel like you want to do. Joyfulness. We are cleansing and aligning chakras. Do you do chakra work? If you do, I'd love to hear in the comments what you do. Being the chakra fairy, a lot of what I do, I incorporate the chakras into all my healing and all my learning. And let's go here. Where am I going? Number 21, the gateway. I just love this. I mean, every time I do a reading, 42, 43, there's tons of synchronicities, and I love seeing other readers on here on YouTube and just synchronizing with their readings and their energy and getting messages and already knowing what they're saying and like feeling it in my soul. And I hope that's happening for you here today. I mean, it is. I can see it on the card. So hopefully there's some things specifically. So Thurazaz, the gateway. We've got number 20 and 21. So we're progressing nicely. You can see that rune. If you're familiar with runes or work with them at all, then you know it's that line with the like that half A shape there coming out the side. So where am I going? The god Thor, place of non-action. Be a lover of gateways. Approach them softly. For once you pass through, there will be changes and much that you will gladly lay aside. So you are in a gateway right now. So go within, connect with your highest self, with your creator, with your angels, your ascended masters, whoever it is that you're working with at this time. Because remember, every name is another name for God. Because God is everything. God is in everything. God is the divine spark. He is the breath of life. He's that Om, the sound of creation. He is in every seashell from the beach. He is in every... I've got this rock with, I don't know, I collect the weirdest things, but got the energy of the ocean in it. God is in me, God is in you. Every name. So when we use the name Thor, people think that that's like a god to worship. What if we switched our perception a little bit and thought about, instead of calling it a god, we say it's an archetype with energies that we can replicate and embody at specific times in our lives to move us forward on our path, to move us deeper into ourselves, which is where we find the creator in us. With a gateway for its symbol, this rune indicates that there is work to be done both inside and outside yourself. Gateway represents the frontier between heaven and the mundane. Arriving here is a recognition of your readiness to contact the numinous, the divine, to illuminate your experience so that its meaning shines through its form. Thurazaz is a rune of non-action. Thus, the gateway is not to be approached and passed through without contemplation. Here you are being confronted with a clear reflection of what is hidden in yourself, what must be exposed and examined before successful action can be undertaken. This rune strengthens your ability to wait, strengthens your patience. You hear that word again. Now is not a time to make decisions. Deep transformational forces are at work in this next to last of the rune cycle runes. Take a moment, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. 46 on the timer. Visualize yourself standing before a gateway on a hilltop. Your entire life lies out behind you and below. But before you step through, pause. Review the past, the learning and the joys, the victories and the sorrows, everything it took to bring you here. It took a lot, didn't it? But it's okay, we're here. We're here! Here, okay. My age is gonna come out now. Raise the roof, we're here! My teenager hates when I do that. So I do it more naturally. Observe it all. Bless it all. Release it all. Because it's not who you are. It was a part of you, of where you were, who you were, the person that you were becoming, which is who you are today and will be tomorrow. For in letting go of the past, you reclaim your power. Step through the gateway now. That's what we're doing this week, right? We're going within, we're meditating. I want to show this and this. I'm noticing the yellow. I'm actually going to grab some other ones. I'm noticing solar plexus. A little bit of yellow all over. Personal power. It's in more cards than that, but we got one more and I'm already at 4824. So let's see what our overall energy is along with this rhodonite, which, you know, I think I said at the beginning, and I say it all the time to myself, to my family, be compassionate with yourself and with others. There's that heart chakra energy. Apophis or Apep. He's an Egyptian archetype, Egyptian god. Meaningful order. Transformation. Overall energy. This is why we're protecting our energy. Oops. We are going within. Keeping our peace. Where is the black hole in my life? Maybe that's a nice journal prompt for you this week. This archetype is known as the evil god in entropy, but you can use that energy to transform literally into your next cycle, your next being, your next version of you on your journey to your highest self. It seeks to dissolve the self into nothingness. 4949. Spiritual growth is a rhythmic maintenance. What daily practices keep my inner light moving? What are your daily practices? Do you get up and do you practice yoga? Do you pray? Do you meditate? You read your Bible, maybe the Bhagavad Gita, maybe the Torah. I'm just saying things that are coming to my mind right now. Maybe you're a Seth student. Maybe you have other studies. Maybe you're going to be a doctor. Maybe you're a physical therapist. I mean, it could be anything. You don't have to be, doesn't have to necessarily be spiritual, but know you can use your spiritual teachings, your spiritual growth in your everyday life. Just always come from a place of love. So transformation, we're releasing fear, the void. Serpent of rebirth. This is the overall energy. You're sitting there in the darkness, waiting. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Queen of Earth is Queen of Pentacles. See that little bunny? It reminds me of that fertility card that we had right here, because bunnies mean fertility. I'm super into the spiritual meaning behind animals and the archetype of animals. Go figure, more archetypes. So our overall energy is generous, practical, gracious, materialistic. The ability to make anything more beautiful. A love of family and home. Be practical about how you proceed. A love of art and beauty. A sensible approach. And the more you go within, the more you ground your energy, the more sensible you'll be able to act. You'll be able to act from a place of peace, of prosperity, of wholeness, of completeness. And overall energy, one more. Forgiveness of self, 5 of water, 5 of cups. I'm seeing this as letting it go, which is what the messages have been all about. Remember that everything happens for a reason, and there's always hidden blessings. I've been through a lot of stuff these past 5 years. 5222 on the timer. A lot of stuff. A lot of things, a lot of bittersweet things, lessons to learn, pills to swallow about myself, about those around me, about trust, about patience, and but you can always find something to be grateful for. What are you grateful for today? I'm grateful for my peace. Repeat after me. I'm grateful for my joy. I'm grateful for my prosperity and my abundance. Grateful for you today. Thanks for being here. If you're here this long, woo! It's a party! Just like Miss Rachel, if you have toddlers. It's a potty party. We're just about to start potty training Grayson. So that's going to be transformations here in this house. And finally, overall energy. Soothing the nerves. A calm demeanor. Embrace that calm demeanor. Unconditional love. Compassion again. Look at that nice blue. That nice heart, throat chakra. Mercy, kindness, humanity. Are you a humanitarian like I am? Affection. Love yourself, love others. If you're in the U.S., we got some weird stuff happening. 5353. Some weird stuff, but that's okay. It has to happen, right? Bring about the golden era. Humanity's enlightenment. Heaven on earth. I'm living my heaven on earth. Are you? I hope you are. Take a deep breath in. I'm going to let you go now. A deep breath out. Bring your hands together at heart space. You can close your eyes. One more deep breath in and out through your mouth. The light in me sees and humbly bows down to the light within you. Namaste. Peace, love, and namaste. I love you so much. I'm so thankful you're here. I'm really excited to get to know you, to meet you, to grow together in wholeness, completeness, and as one, because we are one with each other and with the Creator. Have the most amazing day. It's a thriving Thursday here, and I hope that you are embracing everything that you are, releasing what you are not, and don't let anybody disturb your peace. You got this. I believe in you. Bye.